show, and I am here today because I have not made a regular video for a while, and I thought I would make one. And I'm gonna get right to the point and make this cheap, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all about how they do a fire drill, but not in just prison, in a satellite. I don't know if anybody out there knows what a satellite is. Some people do, some people don't. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that say somebody stupid or something. But there are a lot of people out there that does not know anything about a satellite, because there's not very many women satellites. There's a lot of men, because the men work on the roads. You'll see the striped pants. Now that's it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, especially with this, please comment below if you have seen that in the other states, because I don't know. I've only seen it in the South. But anyway, I'm in Mississippi. But anyway, like I said, of course I got processed, and you always go through the prison system and get processed. Then you get striped out, which means black and white or green and white. You can't go to the satellite without green and white. You have to be green and white. That's class A class. B class and all that, that's black and white. But see, in all these other prisons and stuff I've seen on TV, they're wearing gray uniforms and all that kind of stuff, or blue jeans even. That's probably back in the 80s probably, I don't know, but maybe they even still do it. But anyway, my ordeal, I was waiting for my green and whites to show up. I was already classified at the time. I'd already been there like 3 months. This was my first time. This is my first time ever. I was in yellow jumpsuit. I told y'all in a prior video that you're in yellow jumpsuit before you get striped out. Anyway, or classified. I told them I wanted to work so I can make my time go faster, because you get MET time. If anybody knows what that means, that's like 30. It's not 30 for 30, but it's time off your sentence. Like if you work, it's to some people they think it's not that much, but actually even one day matters when you're locked up. Every day matters getting took off your sentence. 30 minutes takes off your sentence, that's good. Anyway, as long as you just get out of there. But anyway, MET time is like when you're working and they take off, like you do 30 days, they take, well no, that's 30 for 30. MET time is when you work, or like a class, for instance, like if you take GED classes, that takes 3 months, but you only get 30 days for a GED class. I got my GED when I was locked up, and I'm very proud of that, because I passed on the first time, and I didn't think I was going to pass, and I did. Anyway, I done, the first time I was locked up, I done alcohol and drug class, I done GED, I done Celebrate Recovery. I done all 3 of those things. And I worked all during the day, and my time just flew. Literally flew once I got to the satellite. But anyway, let me get to the point, because this is really weird how this happened. I mean, how they do fire drills. The fire drills there are, wow. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. And y'all may think this, to me, I think it's racist. I mean, but it's just weird. Okay. In the state of Mississippi, might be somewhere else too, but in the state of Mississippi, literally, like, before I tell you what we had to do on a fire drill, which is crazy, y'all have to hear this, that's why I'm telling you, but I have to tell you this first, because it's part of it. You, like, on the I will say docket, or paper, or whatever you want to call it, clipboard, the guards always carrying around when they do count and everything. Well, when they do a fire drill, you don't stand by your bed. Of course, everybody knows you go outside. But we went outside, The first fire drill we ever had, I remember it was just stunning. Or what do you want to call it? I don't even know what name to call it. We literally, I found out after they done the fire drill, I found out that on paper, if you are, if you're not black, literally like with dark brown skin to black, you are not black. You have to be black or dark brown skin to be black. In the papers now, I'm talking about if you look yourself up on DOC website or anything, you are not, okay, if you're Chinese, Mexican, Asian, Korean, whatever, Indian, you are white in the system. In Mississippi, you are white no matter what. No matter if you want to be or you don't. I knew a girl, they literally called her Dominican. She's from Dominican Republic, whatever. But that's what they called her. That was her name. But anyway, I'm what her name, they called her that, I'm sorry. I'm getting out of my, I'm just wanting to really tell you this right now, but I had to say that because, like I said, that's part of this. But like I said, y'all remember this when I tell you this. I was white, of course, because I'm Caucasian, but I had these, okay, when they tell everybody to line up when they go outside. But guess what they do? The blacks are on one side and the whites are on the other side. Who does that? Why? I don't even know what. You know what? Me and some friends actually, we actually joked about some stuff and was even talking about it and everything, and saying to ourselves, these people are doing this just to be funny. There's no way they're gonna put blacks on one side, and I'm talking about just black, and then the other side you'll see whites, Mexicans, Chinese, whatever, all on one side, and then you'll see on the other side just all black. But you know what the point they're trying to make? That there's more whites and Caucasians and everything in prison than there are black women, because every single time they did count, and when they did the fire drill, they didn't count, and it would take them forever to get the count right, like they don't know how to count. They would over and over again do the count, but literally, us would be standing like in line, and all of us would be looking like, dang, look how many white people's up in here, man. And we looked over there, the black people, like, oh my god, they are literally trying to make a point about something. They try to make it. I'm not even gonna go there. That's what I was saying to myself. But of course we wasn't supposed to be talking, but they wasn't listening because they was way up there trying to count all the white people. I mean, I'm serious, y'all. That's what they do in the satellite. They literally count. I mean, they put all the white people with the Chinese, Mexican, Dominican Republic. As long as your skin is not dark brown or black, you are white. It don't matter if it's yellow, red. I say that like Asian, Korean, or Indian, whatever. But I just think that's messed up, y'all. It really is messed up. When I seen that for the first time, I was just really, I didn't know what to think. I thought it was, I didn't think it was a joke or nothing, but I mean, I was like thinking to myself, why in the world are they doing this? It's kind of strange. And every single time we had a fire drill, it was the same way every time. And I guess I can go ahead and throw in the tornado drill. The tornado drill, those wasn't really all that, well, that was kind of weird, but not really. But all we did on our tornado drill was on our, of course, I don't know what kind of racks y'all were sleeping on. Anybody who's been locked up or had loved ones locked up, we had black ones, black steel, but if it got most of them was like really rusty. None of them looked nice, except for the satellite. They looked so bad. They've been wrote on, and of course toothpaste all over the place, because people put pictures up with toothpaste, the clear gel kind. They give you like state issue toothpaste, people would use that to put their pictures up, but you can't now. Satellite's totally different. You can't do all that like you do in prison. You can't put pictures up there and stuff like that. And satellite is like clean as clean can be. You can eat off the floor, literally. I mean, there was days where we had a warden. Oh Lord, don't let me started on the warden. Oh my God, the warden was Warden Jackson. And he's not there no more, and I can imagine why not. But I'm pretty sure that's why he got fired. But anyway, but yes, there was a man named Warden or his name was something Jackson, but they call him Warden Jackson because he's the warden. He was the only male that was ever on that campus, on the satellite campus, was Warden Jackson. And every time he came to work, he had sunglasses on. Every time. Where's my sunglasses at? I gotta show y'all something. I had some sunglasses here a while ago. I'm sorry, I gotta do this. The dude would come in, literally, every time he come into work. It'd be like this right here. Like this. Y'all been clean up in here? He wouldn't be doing the smelling and stuff. He wouldn't be doing that smelling thing because he's trying to smell if it's clean. You know what that means. Y'all know what that means, really. I mean, really. He was always constantly, all day long. And if you ever seen him ever barely take his glasses down a little bit, his eyes were bloodshot, literally, like his eyes were red. And we all knew he was on something. And obviously it was coke or something because he was constantly, constantly all day long, every day. But he was always there, but he had some sunglasses on. I look like a dumb, I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say. But yeah, he would have them sunglasses on, and he'd come in and be like, "Get on your feet. Count time. Get on your feet. Count time." And, he even called. I'm sorry, I don't like to cuss on my channel and everything, but I'm gonna say this. I got to, cause that's what he called us. He's like, "Get up on your feet, bitches. Get up on your feet. Get on your feet, bitches, now." Again, I'm sorry about cussing, but that's how he did it. And this whole time with the sunglasses on, he'd be like that constantly. He'd be like, "Hey, today, whoever ain't going to work, they gonna sit here and clean. Anybody who ain't going to work is gonna be sitting here cleaning. I don't care if you sick. I don't care if you got a sick call. I don't care. You gonna be cleaning today." Anyway, let me get the sunglasses off. But anyway, seriously, that man was something else. He was for real. I want to tell you, the cleaning in there, I want to tell you why it was so clean, and not just because of him, but yeah, but if it wasn't for us, it wouldn't be clean at all. But we had to clean with those, okay, I'm sure y'all know, too, the little small white toothbrushes they give you at the state issue. Well, you can buy them, too, on Canteen, I think. Well, when I was at the Satellite, we got boxes. That's when you could smoke, too. They stopped the smoking in 2010 after I left. No, 2011, I'm sorry, because I left in 2010. The next year, they stopped smoking in prison, period, in 2011, in Mississippi. I don't know if it's the same everywhere else, but I heard it was. But anyway, we got boxes then. You can get 2 boxes a month, and 4 cartons of cigarettes a month. So you can get 2 cartons of cigarettes in each box, and your family could send it to you. And I remember I was smoking Pall Malls then. That was my best time, or not. I didn't like it. I'm not saying I liked it, by no means I didn't like it. But that was the best time, like far as somebody helping me. that's the only time I ever got help. Was my first time out of my 3 times in prison. Was my first time. I always had what I needed. I always had cigarettes. I always had boxes. I always had everything I needed. And anyway, we get back to the toothbrush thing. He would make us on our hands and knees with those little white toothbrushes and scrub a dub dub. That's what he said. That's what he said to you. Scrub a dub dub, bitches. I'm sorry, I'm not cussing. Look, y'all, I don't like cussing on my channel. If I could beep it out, like beep. Hey, if y'all know how to do that, let me know. If you do, I'm serious. Let me know. Comment below and let me know, because that way maybe I can get through things and just put a beep. Even if I don't cuss, you'll know that's what that means. But anyway, yeah, we would be around the bed with a toothbrush and everything, and you never, ever, 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 ever have dust bunnies under your bed. And I know y'all know what dust bunnies are. I know y'all know what those are, because those are the hardest things to get rid of. You'll sweep under your bed that morning, and you'll have dust bunnies again, well, way before when you get off of work, or if you're going to school, whatever. But when you're in Satellite, you work in the free world, but you're still wearing state clothes. Like, we had the white, looked like a white scrub shirt with Mississippi Department of Corrections on the back. Or wait, no, it said MDOC convict. That's what it said, MDOC convict on the back. And it was white with black letters on the back, and we had to put on the pocket, like this pocket, on the pocket on the front. It didn't have no collar. Like I said, it was like a scrub shirt. But on the pocket, we had to have our MDOC number across the front of the pocket, and our bed number in the middle of the pocket. And some people kind of try to decorate and stuff, but they get in trouble for all that. You get in trouble for everything in Satellite, because they put you what they call right back across the fence, which is back in the prison. That's what they call it. If you get in trouble, you go back across the fence. And nobody wants to get in trouble, because back then you had all the privileges you could get. I mean, you got smoke. You had to go outside anytime you wanted to, except for when they done count. And of course at night when it was time to go to bed. I mean, when it's count time, you come in, and it was just, that was like one of the better times I had. The other times I done really bad. I did have my depressing days. I had bad days, and yes, of course. I done 15 months the first time, and I done it in the Satellite, but I never got any of my MET time, because they kept changing my jobs. I worked 3 road crews where I was out with the litter getters picking up all the trash on the side of the road with my probably 5 other women, but we got to eat free world food. All the road crews, or the people who worked in the Flowood Park and Rec, which is Park and Recreation Center or whatever, they all get to eat free world foods. Now, if you work like another job that I worked at, excuse me, we had to eat Hungry Man dinners, and that was gross after so long, eating the same thing over and over again. Every day it was the same thing. But I worked at the Robert E. Lee building in Jackson, Mississippi. That's actually, no, that's not the same one, but that's, it means a lot. Robert E. Lee was a big person in Mississippi. You can look him up if you want to know who it is, whatever, but Mississippi has got a lot of history. But anyway, I worked there, but we vacuumed and cleaned the cubicles and the bathrooms and all, and the bathrooms were so bad. Oh my God, they were so bad. I've never seen nothing like my life. I was there thinking these people are like goody two-shoe people, and you would think that they would clean up after themselves, especially when there's doo-doo on the wall or something. I mean, I come across something one time, it was like, when I played that scary movie, me, or whatever, because I seen it all over the freaking wall, literally all over the wall. Oh my God, it was terrible. That was I think I mentioned that one in my other video. No, that was in the prison, on the prison ground. But this right here was literally people who, like, free world people working there, like uppity up people, white collar, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, pretty much, yeah, that's what I was going to talk to you about was the count, how they done the count, and when I worked in the free world, oh yeah, my other jobs, and then 3 road crews, which was really bad because it was out in the hot sun. Yes, we got to eat that free world food, and yes, it was good. But that don't make up for the difference. They put you right back on the freaking road, picking up trash all over again in the hot sun with buzzers flying around your head. I only got through that because a friend of mine, this girl, she was always cracking jokes all the time. Even when you felt the worst, like you was going to pass out, literally, we felt I was going to pass out there. He'd stop every now and then, let's get some water out of that cooler he had in this truck that did not have any air in it. The driver dude, he was pretty cool too. He even let us pee, if we wasn't allowed to go to the bathroom all the time. He would literally stop on the side of the road and we'd go in behind a bush somewhere and go pee. But he was pretty cool. But I don't remember his name actually. That's good. I don't remember that though. But anyway, yeah, he was pretty cool. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's what I was saying about the eating the food. After you get back out there in that hot sun, working and everything, you don't even want it. After that, you don't even want to eat free world food. You're like wanting to, like literally, when you, especially when you're on the highway. The highway is always the worst picking up the trash because when it's like 110, 115 index temperature outside, or the actual temperature 108, you're literally on the highway, and we're using the median, or on the side. You're getting all the heat from the highway too, and there's hardly any shade. There's only one time out of the whole time I was locked up in that satellite working that I felt like I was literally going to either have a stroke or pass out. It was one day, the way he was having a bad day. Dude he was to bring your problems to work, but he brought his problems to work that day, and he put it all on us that day. And he worked our butts off that day, the driver did. But that was pretty bad because that was the day where I kept having my friends were even pouring water on me constantly because I kept feeling like I couldn't breathe and had a tingling in my throat. At the same time, my head started feeling numb. I mean, I felt like I was about to have a stroke. Finally, he let me get inside the van until we was about to go leave anyway. But yeah, I'm just going on and on because when I was in Satellite, a lot of things was different than the prison. A whole lot of different. Everything was so much different. But I tell you one thing, this wasn't different. Every time you went out to go to work every morning, they strip search you then. Wait, I'm sorry, take that back. They didn't strip search you unless they thought something or somebody snitched on somebody or something like that. When you leave, you line up and they call out the name and you say your MDOC number with your last name at the end, and then you go out the door, each person at a time, and you get in the work bus, the white van or whatever, and go to work. But on the way back, when you're coming back, that's when they strip search you. And they wasn't doing that at first, but they was getting to where there was a lot of girls on their jobs. Like I was telling you, we clean the cubicles. Well, there's a lot of, you wouldn't believe. I'm not knocking anybody down for anything they've done, because I was a criminal too, hello. But they knew that there were shoplifters, and you know how uppity people are, uppity up or whatever. They're like, when they see a convict or whatever, especially when they're in their stripes, they see them walk, they're kind of scared or whatever. But I saw, I don't know how many purses laying around in these cubicles where nobody was in their office. And I was there thinking to myself, I have to say that. And these girls were still grabbing stuff off these desks. Yeah, I'm not saying that to nobody because I'm not no snitch. Snitches get stitches. Anyway, I had to say that. I don't know what made me say that. That sounded retarded. Anyway, yes. There were so many things that people got. People got stupid stuff too, like these weird looking air freshener things that go underneath garbage cans. It's retarded, but yeah. I just realized this light went off. I'm sorry. I was trying to use another light because I don't have much light in here right now. I'm using my webcam. Okay. But I don't think that made it any different. But anyway, yeah, all that pretty much. I seen a whole lot of stuff go on there, which that was their thing, not mine. But we pretty much all had to deal. If one person got in trouble, we all had to deal with it anyway. And you wanted to knock their freaking lights out just because they was gonna get in trouble, and you're sitting there thinking, oh man, I just want to knock that head off. But anyway, yeah, that was the days on the satellite, and I claimed cubicle anywhere from working on the road. Hey, I tell you one thing. If you go to satellite, if you don't know how to use a chainsaw, don't know how to use a lawnmower, or don't know how to use a weed eater or any of that stuff, I guarantee you learn how to use it before you get out of there. Because I sure did. That's the first time I ever used a weed eater in my life. And I tell you something, and I know y'all can agree with me on this. Before you ever used a weed eater, it looks like it's easy when you sit there watching somebody using a weed eater. It don't look that hard. But when you're using it yourself, it really is hard. That thing's heavy, and it makes all that, not just the noise ain't really the problem. It's like, it does something to your muscles while you're literally, I don't know, I'm just trying to explain it a little bit too much, I guess, but I don't know, there's something about it. I mean, it's heavy, and it kind of, after a while, I used to get this like a zap going down my arm, like right through here, like a weird feeling after holding the weed eater for so long. But anyway, yeah, I done pretty much all kind of work, except for the painting. I never got to paint. I wanted to, but I never got to do that. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the jobs I done. And I worked there from the end of 2009 to the end of 2010, when I about went home. Signed up for house arrest, went home on house arrest. Didn't know I was getting parole, or already made parole. I didn't even know I made parole already, but they let me have house arrest. I went home, got off parole in 1 month, and got my parole waiver. But yeah, anyway, this video was all about, supposed to be that fire drill, but at least y'all got some more information. But yeah, them fire drills are pretty wicked. I don't know anybody else that does fire drills like that. If y'all ever heard that before, I want to know. And I want to know now. No, seriously, I want to know some stuff. If y'all got some crazy stuff, y'all ever heard of something, please comment below, please. Please send me a comment. I'm waiting. I need comments. I just thought about that. I don't know what video it is. If you're watching this, the female that sent me a comment on one of my it's under one of my videos. You sent me a comment, a request for information or something about you or your husband, I think your boyfriend or husband is in prison here in Mississippi where I was at, and y'all are from California or something like that, please let me know if more about that, because I don't know what video it was you put that under, but I remember seeing it. So please let me know more about that, and I will help you with that. Okay, so please comment with me again. I don't know how to put my email address on here. I'm gonna try to do it, but if not, my email address is joy38834@gmail.com. Joy like Joy, all lowercase, JOY 38834@gmail.com. That's my email address. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on here or not, but anyway, I don't think that matters. It's just the email address, right? I don't get no stalkers. No, it's playing. I know what blocking is and know how to change my IP address. Okay, anyway, thank you all for watching. I'm glad I got to tell you all a little bit more, because I didn't realize I had so much to say today. Anyway, I love y'all, and thank y'all so much for watching my videos, and please keep in touch, because I might even do it tonight. If not tonight, I'll do it tomorrow, that reaction video, because y'all are going to want to see that. Stay tuned, because y'all will love it. Y'all need to watch that part 1 and part 2, Life After Parole, because it's awesome. That video, I got a reaction video on there. It's part 1 and part 2. Make sure you watch part 1 first, please, not just 2 first. Because some people do that because they see, I don't know anyway, but please watch that, because that's really good. It's got 2 different men in it too. It's not just women, it's women and men. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe, please. And please put them comments below, and please click that subscribe button. If not, tell your friends, please. Thank you so much. Peace and love, y'all. Bye.